What's up? At the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of money, we literally sleep with other people. So, like, this is a story.
This is the best podcast in the city.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm not pandering.
You know what I'm saying? And they take vocals and, script and they start living on some hustle. You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat. Into it.
But I also met with
Team, they know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have make sure like Snoop Dogg, he's an icon in all facets of life. Biggest icon in the world. But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like
no more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip of a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on the students and everybody. Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. It's fine if you bring it to ride the pimp.
There's two cats. No, you can hustle them anyway. There's two cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on the wall. These the realest niggas out there.
You already know.
Like, for real. Like, this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman. And I know if I know my woman. Smart Dummy! Let's go! Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I'm the host, Anthony, that dude Johnson. And always, it's gonna be somebody at this table with me. Today we got Frank in the building. We appreciate you, Frank, for coming through. I appreciate you, King. LV the Great, Universal Lee in the building. Listen, we're about to have a great show. This is the smartest dumb people. It's Freestyle Friday, man. Make sure y'all tap in, hit that like and share button, man. Make sure you like and share. Let's get straight to it, man. How you fellas week been?
Mine's been cool, man. I had a little PTO, you know what I'm saying, watched the grandbaby, cooled out, that was it, played with video.
What about you, Frank? How's your week been, brother?
Man, the week went by fast. Shout out to everybody that didn't have to work this week.
Yeah.
Y'all going back Monday. But yeah, I've been at work all week. Today my weekend starts, so I can't complain, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
My week has been eventful. Shout out to my baby. My baby got a tattoo, my name. I can't believe she did that. Yeah, we've been in the gym, man. We've been working hard.
Give shots of congratulations or?
Huh?
Shots of congratulations?
Shout out to congratulations. What do you mean?
For the tattoo.
No, I just said shout out to my baby.
Oh, okay. I thought you were shouting her out for the tattoo.
Yeah, no, I said she got a tattoo of me.
Oh, okay.
But like besides that, we've been working out, trying to get we trying to be here, man. Me and my girl got some unhealthy habits, man. We be eating fried chicken, greens, drinking.
Who be cooking that stuff?
She listen, I keep saying this. My girl gives my mama a run for her money with the potato salad. My mama make the best potato salad ever. She got the recipe, and to be honest with you, I think my baby got a B right now. And my mama kill me if I say that out loud.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to get to the show?
Let's do it.
All right, first topic, man. Young lady knocks on the door. I don't even want to call her a young lady. Young goon knocks on the door and basically acted like an Uber Eats delivery driver as she was dropping off Uber Eats. And then 4 men tried to run in the home. They basically was trying to rob this family. This is why you got to protect yourself at all times. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
Montgomery County Sheriff sharing video showing a woman pretending to be a DoorDash driver delivering a meal to a home on Emerald Vista Drive in Spring. Looking at her phone, knocking on the door, but all, as police say, 4 people tried to break in the backyard. It happened about a week and a half ago in the early morning hours in this Spring subdivision. Neighbors we spoke to say it's the way it all went down that's unsettling.
The DoorDash, that was super scary because everybody uses DoorDash. And if DoorDash came to my house at 2 a.m., I probably wouldn't answer the door, but there's a lot of people that would.
That couple says they've lived here 7 years and have never heard of anything like this happening before. Officials recommend never opening a door for a delivery you're not expecting, and if you are expecting a food delivery, to even have the driver leave it outside the door. If you know anything about this situation, you're urged to call the Montgomery County Sheriff. In Spring, Zach Tawatari, KHOU 11 News.
This was a jugging incident and it was all caught on camera. That woman is a single working mom. She says she had taken out more than $4,000 from the bank. She'd been saving up for a trip back home to Vietnam to visit family she hasn't seen in nearly.
All right, so that's the actual clip of the lady knocking on the door, acting like an Uber Eats driver. Let's start with Frank, because you the first. This is your first show with the Smartest Dumb People. Man, what's your opinion on protect yourself at all times? Why do you think you need to do that?
Simple, man. You want to live? Ain't really no better answer than that. You want to live? There's a lot of people in this world that needs help.
Yeah,
and you know, they take their frustrations and whatever they going through in life on other people. So I say protect yourself, man. At all times.
So my opinion is, like I said, I chose not to bring the thumper with me today because I didn't want Frank to feel like, yeah, you got a piece on you, but it's still the mentality that I have because I'm a nice guy. But that's why I'm pretty lenient when it comes to protecting myself. Because it's really the company I keep. But I still don't know when we walk out the Smartest Dumb People door who's waiting outside for me or who got a problem with the conversations we having or whatever the case may be. So that's why I carry a gun in the first place, is for those situations. Now, I've also seen people get robbed that had guns. You know, like the other day, I think I got the clip somewhere too. A guy was in the grocery store and he had his gun on him, and the dude just randomly snatched his weapon.
Yeah, I've seen that when I was in Chicago. Yeah,
and so what do you do in that situation? Because now he got your people. And it's already one in the chamber.
Ain't nothing you can do.
He did it. And you see, he ducked off. He got the, and then he ducked off and looked, and no boy looked. You like, boy?
Yeah,
The boy went out the door. So
and then it's like keep branding shit, like you know myself. I keep it on my side too, but I try to make sure my shirt is covering it. But I mean, what can he do? If somebody come up and they see it on you and go for the grab,
make sure you like and share, man. I think that with the protect yourself at all times, first thing is in America right now, let's say America. I want to say all countries, but I'm going to speak on America. We are becoming some of the most laziest, dumbest fucking people in the world. What I mean by that is, like, there's people that come to my store all the time. Like, now we taking return packages from Uber Eats. So you're inviting a stranger to your home. Like, I get a delivery driver that works for Domino's and things like that. It's on paper.
I really trust that.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
really trust that.
But
Delivery service.
literally, but all right, so imagine this.
You be like, I wonder if I know this.
All right, but listen, but he still works for Domino's, a conglomerate company. Now, working as an Uber Eats driver, there's only a little bit of details. This man was not hired. He didn't get an interview. He didn't have to go through the process. Yes, so he could be mentally ill, wanting to be an Uber driver or a Uber Eats driver to run up into a woman's house to rape her, or to run up into some drug dealer's house to and that's what I mean by protect yourself at all times, because common sense ain't common no more because of the things that we're doing. Like, society is dumbing down so much and making life so fucking easy. People are not able to navigate with some sharks in this water.
Well, I took, like, that tactic that they pulled, my mom taught me that back when I was 8. And so my mom used to be like, if somebody knocks on the front door, somebody else checks the back of the house. Swear to God.
No
you
shit.
know what I'm saying? My mom was teaching us that at 8. And so that's an old tactic. You know what I'm saying? And so it's along with the saying that it's the same with the saying that if someone breaks into your house, it's someone that you know.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know what I'm
most of the
saying?
time, yeah.
Because
I believe that. I agree.
There's only people. The only one that want to break in your house is someone that knows there's something valuable in there. And
Exactly.
so that's
That's before social media. Because
I'm talking about when we was coming up.
I know, but
even then.
But
yeah,
all right, so now imagine like Frank got his chain on, he got a nice watch on. Now he's publicly being displayed. No shot at you. I'm just saying, like even with me, like I try to, I look like a walking lake, but I'm poor. You won't get nothing but $2 and a food stamp card. So now society has this idea that this is all I got to do is look at his page. Oh, he look like he's doing something with himself. Whoop-de-whoop. Motherfuckers is just trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? But now we're in unmarked territory when it comes to the real vicious people, man.
Well, I guess I can agree and disagree. I guess now I grew up through the crack era, you know what I'm saying? So I guess the people that's available to be jacked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first was, like, crack was quantified, you know what I'm saying? And so, everybody, you know what I'm saying? People getting jacked for game.
But now we can do it over the phone, though, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, what made society vulnerable now is I could literally text them. I mean, I could get somebody to deliver me McDonald's right now. McDonald's don't have a delivery service.
Right.
And I'm also, the same person can go to my Facebook profile, see me with a chain on, see me with a nice watch on, and then be like, he fooled. You know what I'm saying? Or I got a problem with you because my girl liked your pictures. You understand what I'm saying? Now you want to come have a conversation.
Yeah.
So
insecure. You
I can see. To your point. To a point, because you know what I'm saying. Because now you are mixing with people you don't know.
Yeah.
But it was always like. We used to catch jitney drivers. You know what I'm saying?
That was rare,
like
though,
the jitney driver was like he had a name. You know what I'm saying? Like
they
be like he had a ride for Stickums. You know what I'm saying? Like Stickums gave you a ride. You know what I'm saying? It was just an on-running joke. But I guess
I'm saying the times are moving too fast. This is the point I'm trying to make. Times are moving too fast, and people need to slow down and realize, hey, I need to stop being so vulnerable when it comes to like ordering something like Grubhub or Uber Eats or all of these things that can get you in a situation where like those people answer the door because they used to ordering Uber Eats or Grubhub or all of these random strangers bringing you your food from Qdoba.
But what about the people that got caught slipping in the drive-thru? There's some people that catch Ubers for a reason. There's some people that catch Lyfts for a reason. There's some people that got theories like don't ever go through a drive-thru. And they got family members that they say this is why. And so it's a bunch of things why this is even in play. You know what I'm saying? Like Uber Eats. That's people with social anxiety that want
That's a fact.
fast food.
That's a fact.
But want to stay in the house. But if they didn't have that anxiety, everybody be out mingling. Fast food be just like restaurants.
But I feel like if they do have the anxiety, I feel like people should start pressing these companies like a Uber Eats, like a Grubhub, to do more background checks because, man, it's to the point where I can go right now on Amazon and buy a Walmart vest, and then walk around like I'm a fucking.
Like from there, yeah.
I think anybody that's doing personal contact with anybody, that is like when Ricky was on here. Shout out to Ricky. I see him in the thing. Yeah. Teachers. Do them motherfuckers go to mental evaluation? Do anybody? They should. I think anybody that's because I guess it don't stop.
You know what would be prevalent?
It takes too much.
You know what? No, it wouldn't. Let me tell you what would be prevalent in society right now with what you said, mental evaluations. If they lowered the standards for therapists, because sometimes I feel like therapists and therapy is over-evaluated as far as in getting that degree. Because let me tell you something. You got a degree in psychology, okay? You understand the human mind. You a little fucked up, but you understand the human mind enough to understand I can do this. Or this is what this motherfucker. I got the same, it's actually intuition. You understand what I'm saying? You should read the room, reading people. That should be not necessarily a therapist to that level, but there should be a not a street level, but somewhat a basic level of understanding how to read people, and they should be at every company, especially a company that where you're sending him to a random stranger's home to deliver food.
Yeah, but that's his choice. You know, that's his choice to work that job
Right.
where he want to be a delivery.
Because what about the people that are bipolar? Now you stepping on liberties, freedoms, and
All
so
types
because
of
there may
stuff,
be
man.
somebody that may be bipolar, but still take their medicine, and but say, nah, you're diagnosed. You cannot make an actual living for yourself because you're diagnosed.
And that
with
ain't
this.
right.
And there's
That ain't
actors,
right either.
lawyers, sports agents. There's people of all walks of life. And I think that a lot of times, us, and I want to say us, but I'm not in excluding anybody, but mental behavior, like you said, is looked so down upon that they don't even understand, like a Jamie Lee Curtis is bipolar, or you know what I'm saying.
You used her last week, man, since she was hermaphrodite.
Because that's why she messed up, because she got both things.
Hey, we got a relationship topic coming up. We got a relationship topic coming up. Let's get to this relationship. Hey, we got 14 people. We got 14 viewers in here right now. 14 viewers. We need y'all to like and share. Make sure y'all like and share. This relationship video, this relationship topic is gonna get interesting. Okay. I thought it was right. We have this conversation, this dialogue. Dude on the podcast said that he think that arguments in relationships are necessary. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
Exactly. Arguments are healthy, but it just depends on what kind of arguments you're having. Now, if you're having arguments about dumb shit, that is not healthy. If you have good arguments that you guys are getting to a point and you guys are getting to a subject and you guys are coming to an answer, a solution, then that's a great argument to have, because any healthy relationship has healthy arguments. If you don't have arguments in your relationship is not healthy, and that's point facts. Exactly. Arguments are healthy, but it just depends on what kind of arguments you're having. Now, if you're having arguments about dumb shit, that is not healthy. If you have good arguments that you guys are getting to a point and you guys are getting to a subject and you guys are coming to an answer, a solution, then that's a great argument to have, because any healthy relationship has healthy arguments. If you don't have arguments in your relationship is not healthy, and that's point facts.
All right, so that's the actual conversation we're about to have. Is arguments healthy in a relationship? Now, during the clip, Frank said, man, fuck that. Nah, fuck that shit. Frank, what's your opinion on, is arguments healthy for a healthy relationship?
I mean, there's going to be arguments in a relationship at the end of the day, but I just personally, if it ain't an argument that's going to help build our relationship, I don't want to have it.
Right.
I'll tell you, talk to yourself. When you figure out whatever it is you tripping about, then come holler at me, and then we'll go from there. Besides that, man, I don't like arguing.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you going to get mad, and we all know when you mad, you end up saying something that you wish you didn't say afterwards, so I don't like arguing.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I want to go. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think arguing exactly what he said is necessary for relationships, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nobody's perfect, right?
No,
so nobody's
fact.
perfect, and sometimes, and when he say argument, because listen, we brothers, we know. Arguments to us is, motherfucker, yeah. No, he's not speaking on that type of argument.
Woman, though.
Yeah, it do. But
I ain't gonna just say
but I mean, we're not talking about bulldog women. We're not talking about bulldog women. Okay, so an argument.
That's all of them. I ain't never met. I ain't
got no bulldog, so I don't know. So
it's all about respect to me. At the end of the day, you don't talk to me how you want to be talked to. So if you gonna yell at me, think you about to yell at me, I'm not a yelling type. I'm a laid back type of cat. So, but a
lot of people. Let's be honest. A lot of people have trauma. So a lot of people speak and talk aggressively.
Right.
I'm one of those people. I can't help it. Like at my home, like I'm around a bunch of powder puffs right now, and I'm trying to tell them this is just like I'm just aggressive. It's not. It comes off as in I'm being aggressive or a bulldog, but I'm the type of person I say, y'all gotta clean this fucking kitchen. See, the fucking throws.
See, that's some shit I say to my kids.
Yeah.
Hey, clean that shit up, because it seems like that's all they understand sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
authority,
but with relationships, back to the point I was trying to make when it comes to like relationships, arguments is needed because you can't learn a person if they disagree with everything you say. And I think to be honest, but I think to be honest with you,
that agrees with everything.
The most learning curve in a relationship is when y'all have a disagreement. That's when you really learn who each other is and how y'all gonna be.
You learn how to love each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I look at it. How do we learn how to love each other? Yeah, we gonna have disagreements and you might want to yelling at me all that. No, I'm a leave.
Yeah, you might want the couches in your home black, and then your woman might be like, I want them gray. No, we're not getting gray in here, and then it's an argument that need to be had because then y'all come to a compromise. Okay, you want it gray, I want it black. All right, how about we do burgundy or something?
Or is the word argument the wrong word to use? Maybe discussion.
That might be
the difference, And I know I got that bad. I look at everything as an argument because most likely I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of stubborn. I can admit that. So,
I personally think that I want to know your opinion, Leland. Is arguments necessary in a?
Well, he said something clutch in the beginning of when he was saying, and he was like, "Go off on whatever you tripping over." For years, I never really even examined the word trip. But now I know. People be off on trips. Off on their own lane, doing their own thing. And if you engage them, they will take you with them.
You've been saying this trip word
off on a trip. They will take you on their trip. And so, when people be like, you tripping? Some people be tripping. You know what I'm saying? And so, I believe arguments is necessary? No. You know what I'm saying? Because if
how you gonna learn a person if they can't?
Communication is what I think is necessary. Not arguing, but communication.
All right, so can we use argument in the term of disagreements?
Well, hold on. Because anything based off disagreements will eventually take a sour turn to it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's in any relationship. If somebody has their opinion, it's a sour.
You got a flat tire.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, because I be looking at it like, when I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm still right because I could have been right.
Right.
It's bullshit, but that's just how it is.
Frank, I'm flipping that up. I'm flipping that up. That is definitely
But that's how you got to think about it. Because see, this is how it works. If I say, well, you wash the dishes on Monday, I wash the dishes on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right? And so I sleep late on Tuesday and don't wash the dishes.
They're going to leave it.
They're going to
universal leave.
That opens up an argument. How about is dishes there? Just wash them. It's not grievous to anybody. It takes 5 minutes.
That's going to be the person on Tuesday that's going to say that, though.
You're the person like I tell my kids, y'all act like y'all turn something in, y'all turn this into a 90-day thing. When
you the Tuesday person. Frank, hear him out.
And then you hit it on the nail.
It take an hour for something that take them 10 minutes to do.
Don't take the toxic angle that he just took. Let me tell you what he just did. He said, so you make an agreement. You wash the dishes. I want to spot this out for everybody, our viewers. They know Leland like the back of their head. We got a schedule. You wash the dishes on Monday. I'll wash the dishes on Tuesday. Leland is the Tuesday person going to say, what does it matter that I didn't wash the dishes at 12 o'clock? They're there. Wash them. No. If you guys, listen, just be a man of your word. Be a man of your word.
Listen, something that will take anybody 5 minutes will destroy a marriage. Will destroy a bond between family, between a dad and a son. Trash.
Leland, but
do you know that people feel disrespected because you forgot.
Frank,
to
but
take
if
the
you tell
trash
your
out.
woman, I'm gonna cut the grass tomorrow, babe.
We gotta knock
should be a
that
man of
stuff
your
off,
word,
man.
and just cut the grass. When you tell her you're gonna cut the grass, that would alleviate
Now, we
a
say
lot.
hypothetically, right? Cause
Yeah,
I'm about to
hypothetically.
cut the grass. I'll pay somebody.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pay.
I'm gonna pay somebody, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna
Just
do
be a
it.
man of your word.
Yeah.
But that alleviates a
Should
lot of that
cause
shit.
a rift. You know that will cause. You know a toilet seat will ruin relationships. You know that someone going in the bathroom and leaving the
I
toilet
almost
seat
fell in
all
it.
the time. And look, it may be funny at first,
No,
but
it got some
a
substance.
year down the road,
But I gotta say this. Can I say this? You gave me chills when you said this. And I want to explain why. Because I was just the other day thinking about how it feels to be a woman. They have to sit down to pee, sit down to poop. Men only sit down to poop. So yes, they naturally instinct is to sit down. And it might be dark, and they might sit down before they turn on the light. Because I found myself pissing before I turned on the light. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying that we got to give women a little bit of a pass.
So how about
we
when you
stand up when we pee?
So how about when you get off the stool, lift the seat up, and be just as courteous?
I don't
as you
like
want me to
that.
be?
Because she don't
How
pee
come you don't show
standing
just
up?
the courtesy
Because she don't
that
pee
you want me
standing
to
up,
show
either.
for you to let the seat down, to let it up when you get up?
Everybody knows.
And you
I
can
love our
grab
fans.
it when you grab it. When
I
you
love our Facebook family.
grabbed it and
knows
dump it and take
I
the
say
seat with
just
you.
look. I mean,
But it's that. It's
but I
that's
get
too
what you're
easy.
saying though.
That's too
The
easy.
courteous,
They literally
you know,
women. No, I
they
gotta,
do. They just you know.
But
You got a daughter. I got a daughter.
ruin marriage.
Like my daughter, I'm telling you, I had this thought process the other day, and I was just like, wow, I finally understand why women mean lift the seat up. I mean, put the seat down when you're done peeing, because men, we pee standing up. Women use both ways of using the bathroom.
Hold on,
sitting down.
It depends on where you at. Now, if
You see the woman stand up here?
If the bathroom your throne, and that's your privacy, and that's your little area to get away.
That is
When
not
you
my
go in that
privacy. That
motherfucker-
is not my throne at all, bro. My
The
throne,
bathroom?
My throne is got.
Well, shit. Well,
my
I don't know. Shit. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't grow up with the gang of kids, the gang of people.
Let me get some of these comments. Let me get some of these comments.
Yeah, that look.
Let's start
Sometimes
with
that's it for a lot of men.
Let's get some of these comments. First
Go
off, let's
ahead.
start with Sharita Johnson. She said, "Laugh out loud. Not you right when you're wrong." Frank, we passed that. But Shante said, "Your word is all you got. Say what you mean and mean what you say." Michelle said, "If you got to argue, I don't want to be here. I'll discuss and conversate all day. I'd be gone."
So let me answer one of them.
Okay, go ahead.
So I lie. So say what you say. Your word is your word. Say what you mean is what you mean.
I'm saying, like,
with that though, don't you think it depends what it is? Like, I don't think we should have an argument because I said I was gonna cut the grass.
Right.
And I didn't.
That's what
I
I'm
didn't worry
saying.
having an argument
Right.
over it.
But you know how many people will be.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how many
Yeah,
marriages break up over
Over
he's a
something like
lazy
that.
bum. He don't want to mow the grass.
But he said the right
Yeah.
answer. He gave the right answer, though. He said, because me and my girl had these arguments, or not arguments, discussions. She'd be like, I said, I'm a payer. Like even my boss at my job that is well off say, I just pay people to do shit. That's what I would rather pay a plumber than to try to get my girl.
Yeah.
My girl be under the goddamn sink,
I'm
trying
not
to
him.
figure it out and then YouTube
Baby,
it. And I'm
and I know
like, you
she watching. I'm not
emasculate
him.
me
Right.
in a little bit of a way.
But
Just let
you know what
me
I'm
just
saying?
call
But-
a plumber.
And so, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
want you to do a man's job, but my girl, she just fixed the door handle the other day. She went to Lowe's, got a door handle, went and read the instructions. I'm not doing that shit.
Putting stuff
that's
together.
a red flag.
I don't do that.
I know.
I
Yeah,
do that.
but I just would rather pay somebody to come. Hey, can you come fix my door? For
Now,
the
shelf,
all right, now,
none of that stuff
so,
together.
all right, so now, what if that bleeds into cooking? Would you marry and sustain a long-term relationship with a female who says she can't cook? Openly says she can't cook.
Yeah,
You
I
better,
would.
you better take
to-
some cooking classes.
No, I would.
Yo,
Think about it.
go ahead.
I would cook for my woman, but there's options. There's YouTube. There's
You got to play the one
cookbooks.
video.
Microwave.
I
there's
cannot
oven.
mid-show, but it would
Yeah, I
have
would.
it would have been perfect for this conversation.
But go ahead. My bad.
Anybody that watches the Smartest Dumb People page, it was on the page. A guy came home from work, and the lady said he worked 13 hours.
He was hot, too.
And his woman she said she don't know how to cook. He said, I just worked a 13-hour shift, and I come home to nothing. There really are women like that in this world.
She was saying a lot of stuff like you supposed to do that. You supposed to provide and protect.
She's just like ungrateful type of thing.
Right.
Like,
now on the flip side of that, I would make it that grievous of an issue if I worked 13 hours and I came home, there was no food cooked. You know what I'm saying? If somebody offered me a slice of pizza, it depends on my mood.
If I'm paying the bills in the house, somebody ain't offering me shit but a plate.
And they offer me a slice of pizza, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the mood I'm in. I might, feel like a little 15 minutes. But you know what I'm saying? Then I'm back to myself. Like, I can just go throw something in the microwave.
Crystal Lewis said arguments.
I ain't gonna trip about it.
Crystal Lewis said arguments are pattern. They're pattern behaviors. That's how arguments normally start.
That's
basically
right. I would
somebody
rather throw something in the microwave before I have a confrontation.
Man, I wish I had. You need a camera in your home, bro. Go ahead.
Think about it this way. You don't think he didn't know that his wife don't cook before he married
her?
So that's on him. Now, me personally, I worked a 13-hour and came on and expected something to eat. If babe didn't have something ready, cool, shit, I know how to use the microwave, the oven.
Yeah.
You know, hell,
now, I might say something
shit I eat, it don't even take
I might say something
I got an oven, I'm cool, I'm fat by default.
Yeah, I might shoot one over the bow, some little slick or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I like
saying?
that. I'm fat by default.
Yeah, I'm fat by default.
I'm fat by default.
No, but if it comes to something financial,
see, it's something else to it.
You know what I'm saying?
She work? Because it sound like to me.
No, she didn't work.
See, it sound like this man more mad that he busting his ass 13 hours and she just sitting at home all day. That is more to it than just that she can't cook.
But listen, once people understand that there are roles, because in relationships, I believe in roles. I do. Yes, I believe in. I'm the protector. My woman ain't got to never lift a hand to fight nobody, never lift a hand to go get a raccoon out the garage, never lift a hand to kill a mouse. I'm going to pay somebody or I'm going to do it myself. When it comes to a certain role, I don't like, my girl cuts the grass, which I keep mentioning her, but I'm just mentioning my relationship. I hate her cutting the grass. So eventually, I started.
Get out there and
so eventually, my uncle comes to cut the grass now.
All right. Now, with that said, when it comes to that role, if everybody ain't on the same page, the girl then becomes a hindrance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this type of gun. I don't want that type of gun. Matter of fact, I don't want no guns. You know what I'm saying? And so,
why would a woman ever complain about a certain type of weapon?
Huh?
I ain't never heard.
You got people talking about they don't even want weapons in their house, that they get their kids killed. Kids get killed. Kids get shot. This get shot. Man, don't you know that women are the most preyed being walking the earth? Indeed, less.
They should want to have
one. They should want to have one.
At the end of the day, because he's right. They most the ones that's preying on.
The most vulnerable being walking the earth. And you have the option to protect yourself from anybody, and they do not take it. And they fall victim 85, 75, 65, whatever the percentage. It's
shout out to
too much.
Sharita. She said preach. I mean, speak. And Sharita, she actually got
too much.
Yeah, she got a situation. She got a situation where she got bulletproof sightings. I've been begging her to come up here. She eventually will wind up here.
Yeah,
make sure y'all like and share, man. But Sharita, she's on some protection level, but she's also had been shot when she was a child. So I'm not gonna tell her story. She can tell her when she come up here.
Okay.
But she's creating bulletproof sightings for homes because something like happened to her and her life. So this dope. Shout out to anybody that's trying to protect themselves. I think it's time for the next conversation.
But we need to.
Next conversation. Female on a court show cries and pleads her boyfriend will not marry her after 5 years.
Yes. Divorce court?
Yes. No. The court show. Let's watch the clip, and then we'll be right back with y'all. Y'all can listen to it while I take a shot. It is St. Patrick's Day.
Who are being a doormat? I'm letting you know. I'm looking you in the face because you brought this case here.
But it's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years. is you're not losing the whole 5 years. You're gaining the next 5 years. You are gaining the next.
But I want to have them with him. I want to have the 5 years with him. I don't want to start all over again. That's too much.
Right.
It's too much. And you know what? Right, what? You agree?
Yes, I want to be with you, but
then you know what? No, you know what? Around, you either marry me or you reimburse me. It's that simple. I have the ring already. All you got to do is get on your knees and propose.
Your Honor, she is not going to rob me of my manhood and demand that I'm going to do it that way.
Propose.
Your Honor, she is not going to rob me of my manhood and demand that I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to get a ring. I'm going to propose to her when the time is right.
Take this one.
I have not even got to build a relationship with her family.
In case no one else has figured this out, y'all are not compatible. You are living in a fantasy world, baby. In a fantasy world.
Your Honor,
this is not your husband.
Your Honor, I spent so much time invested in him.
Your
it's
boyfriend.
Not fair. It's not fair.
It may not be fair, but it's true. Baby, he is not your husband.
Please.
And you are not going to sit here on this room with me and cry over somebody that does not deserve your tears.
All right, ladies. I see y'all in the comments already. It's time to have a conversation. Let's get straight to it. Brandy said she should be fine. And then Crystal Lewis said, yikes, it's given desperation. I'm going to be honest with you.
I was going to say.
I don't think that, bro. Like, all right, so tell me this. Like, why are so many people opposed to marriage? I'm actually going through a divorce. And I'm going to be honest with you. I love my kid's mom to death, and I want nothing but the best for her. And I gave her 21 years of my life, and I married her. And I'm just saying, like, why are we so against marriage? Like, if you fucking laying next to somebody for 5 years, and you fucking on them, and you doing all that stuff, what is the hurt besides paperwork to go down to the courthouse for $60 and say I do and put a ring on, because you're already doing it. They're doing it in a different way on Facebook by putting relationship status, single, married, whatever the case may be. Man, marriage is the ultimate acknowledgement of your relationship. So 5 years, bro, is a long time not to marry somebody.
I get what you're saying, but you gotta look at it this way too. As quick as you said 5 years with somebody, why not marry him? A person can be like, shit, 5 years with him, what's the point of marriage?
What's the point?
Because it's all the same, only difference is a piece of paper.
Right.
That's it. So some people might feel like, and I want to get married. I plan on it. So
you should.
But some people just, you know.
Well, I feel like that. My proposal to marriage is a show. Now, if it's me you want, you got it. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to get married and all of a sudden I ain't going to stay out from Saturday to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's real what he said.
I'm not going to get married.
But what if a person,
all my friends disappear?
What if? All right. So what if a woman is saying, "Leland, you can have all of these things. I just want to marry you."
So we cool.
You're a marrier.
We already married.
See, I feel like that clip that you played, I think he already realized, shit, I'm getting my way with her without getting married. So why would I get married?
But that's the
look how she's begging him. Why would he get married?
I hate to give a couple men one-on-one.
Go ahead.
What women want.
Okay.
I might have to do a Steve Harvey. I might have to do a Steve Harvey book real quick. But listen. All women. It's a fairy tale. They grew up watching princess movies. They grew up watching princess movies, just like we grew up watching Boys in the Hood. What did we want to do? Be in the hood. We grew up watching street shit. We wanted to be in the streets. Now,
so
young girls were considered princesses. Young girls were considered, you got to find your husband and get married and start a family and have a life. They all have this ideology of what life should be. So, if you ever want to give real satisfaction in a relationship to a woman, she deserves marriage.
Okay, so hold on. So what character do you play in that marriage? Now, so when she was dreaming of being married, all of these years,
weird ass angle. Here it comes.
Let's hear it. I want to know, what character did you play in all of those fantasies, in all of those make-believes, in all of those Disney movies that she watched for 40 years, what character are you?
I can tell you like this.
You Shrek? You gotta be one of them, because for the simple fact is that if somebody,
but the Shrek is known to get married.
If somebody is engaged to
Shrek
the image and the ideology of marriage from what they've seen and what they hear in society,
they also see
you who they marry.
They also see their
They're
mom
marrying Shrek, like you said. They're marrying whatever the make believe that goes into the stock.
Frank, all I'm saying, I'm gonna talk to you because Leland is like talking to a wall or stop.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying to you, bro, is like all women have this ideal of a family. They want a son that looks like the father. They want a daughter that looks like her. They want a family. Okay.
Let me respond to that,
please. I want that. Hell, I want that too.
Yeah, but so they just but a woman, if she sacrifices giving you her body and soul and do everything to make sure you straight, bro, the last fucking thing you should be worried about is putting a ring on her finger and signing a piece of paper.
And I agree with you.
Hold on, you saying that I shouldn't be worrying about doing that, or
should? No, I'm saying you shouldn't be, because it's just a ring and a piece of paper to make her feel significant enough to belong. Like, he picked me. I'm not downplaying marriage. I'm not downplaying marriage. I'm just saying women have a different idea.
Look, I want to get married, so I don't see nothing wrong with
it's just like the joke I heard. It's like the unicorn. It's like the unicorn man. Every woman sit up. Oh, my man don't see me on Saturdays. He off at work doing concerts. My man is rich. My man is make believe. The woman that the man that the woman want to marry is something that, like you said, that she's seen all through her life through cartoons.
All right, so is it not PTSD? It's not trauma. I don't even want to use the word trauma. It's mentally trained. It's the way, but when you don't give them that, there's some women that will really leave your ass because they want a husband.
Great. And then they go off, and then them the ones that have 13 husbands. And then you ask, how can you have 13 husbands? Because it's not the man that they're interested in.
One of
it's
our
the
fans,
ideal.
I wish one of our smartest dumb people. I wish one of our smartest dumb
ideal.
One of the smartest dumb people fans.
I will be no more committed.
Family.
I will not.
Please, y'all know Leland. Like, please, somebody speak to Leland besides me.
I will be no more committed.
I think marriage overall is two people that love each other and figured out that they don't want to deal with anyone else.
Facts.
And this is the person that they want to go through. Whatever it is in life you go through,
man, that's facts.
You got that person next to you that's willing to go through it with you. So y'all making that promise to God and yourselves that y'all want to commit to each other and live your life together. So I think it's beautiful.
So
can I respond, please?
I want to say I want to say I felt like my last situation with my kid's mother, she deserved marriage, which I gave her. Okay, it did not work out. Which we got a divorce. All I'm saying, and you can rebuttal. All I'm saying is that, and I'm not trying to downplay marriage. I'm saying, like, women be wanting to be, they want to be put on this pedestal. And like, come on, we are. But we, you know how many women? You know how many women you've had, Frank? You kind of player. You kind of player. You know how many women you've been through in your lifetime? Giving a ring to a woman. And Frank, but come on, man. Frank's a handsome guy. So I'm saying, like,
player, no player.
So to put a ring on a woman's finger is the ultimate gratification of, this man picked me out of all of the women he's been through, out of all of the trauma he's been through. He picked me to finish this journey with him on his life. And don't get me wrong, like with the divorce that I had, I was sad about the shit, but it had to happen because we're on a whole different path. But at the end of the day, when you give a woman a ring, man, it's basically
a chapter.
Yeah, it's a chapter.
Multiple chapters, because y'all had years in. So
exactly.
Do you really look at that as, because it didn't work out, that don't mean that was a bad situation.
Listen, I grew from my divorce. I grew. It was no different than The Walking Dead when the Chinese dude got hit with the baseball bat. It was something I did not want to happen.
It wasn't a bat name.
But that was an epic moment. See, because with me, I never thought I was getting a divorce. Okay. But
as you shouldn't. It seems like people go into it.
So
like
when it happened, I was so ready for the moment because I was like, all right, this is a new chapter, like you said, in my life. Go ahead, LB.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm just saying it was a chapter in my life to where it had to be done. Like, all right, we need new characters in here. You've been in here for 8 years. Boom. Now, I'm 40 years old. I would never do that again. I'm 42 years old. I would never do that again. I'm just saying, like, that was a chapter of my life where I was just growing as a human being. I'm telling you, the man I am now.
But you learned, you ain't the same man you was.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to make 2 points.
Okay. Like,
hit him. First point, marriage is a rich man's game. And so you have
keeper, man.
And so you have people that will stay married because they can afford to get a divorce.
I agree with Brandy. She said you don't marry to look for a divorce.
That's a fact. And so, hold on, that's not true. Because you know what people advice they give you? They tell you keep a separate bank account, keep separate.
Who the fuck do
that? Experts. What you been living up under? Experts that say to keep a healthy marriage is to keep separate bank accounts.
Can you show me expert that said that?
Google it. Because hold on, because the finances is 85% of divorces is from finances.
See, I would have thought it was from
infidelity.
Yeah, that's the word.
No, 85% of divorce that may be high. I may be embellishing just a little bit.
Even if it's 50, that's still
but any percentage,
it's still high,
right? And so marriage, based on love, is only a Western ideology. Again, and I keep saying, you go to different countries. You go to different countries. You can go to a third world country. You ain't got 3 goats. The dad gonna say, "Come on, Tom. Come back when you get your goats up."
See,
I gotta find who is so. He always in the comments. He's always in the comments. Only the real ones know. I gotta know who this guy is because he said marriage is the way you pay for the box and say it's yours.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, man.
Let me get to my point before you get lost in that one.
I pay bills.
So, but
for the motherfucker.
So the second thing is that, see, maybe I lost my point. He said something. No, he said something that I wanted to touch on.
He said, "Marriage is a business." And then you said, "You ain't got 3 goats."
Yeah, no. Before that, damn, player ain't got really dope face. but no, though. But it is a business. You know what I'm saying? But it was something said that he said that I wanted to touch on. But it's only in the United States that is not considered that way. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere else,
you said marriage is not about love.
It's an agreement.
I'm being honest.
Only here. And so marriage here is a business thing. That's why you got people getting prenups. You got people signing prenups.
You talking about rich people. You talking about rich people.
Because marriage is a rich game.
If my woman wanted my $10 my
they
bank
have
account,
a such thing as a prenup. Hold on. They have such thing as a prenup.
And you talking levels to it, I guess.
I guess if you broke, then you just broke in love.
So do you look at it like based on where you at financially then? Because say if you just now, you pay your bills and stuff like that, you got a little bit of change. Do you feel like you should ever sign a prenup and vice versa? Or do you look at it as, we gonna let love do what it do?
But nobody else is.
But if we millionaires,
then I can protect myself. Yeah, but why not protect myself? Because there's people that got houses took. There's people that got beat. There's people. So it doesn't matter what vibration. It doesn't matter the vibration.
I was with a woman for 21 years.
Okay.
And I left with a 32-inch TV and I slept on the floor.
That's why you should have had a prenup.
Why?
Tell that nigga that's because everybody. Hold on. That because everybody go back to square one.
I'm telling you that a man can start over, Frank. Whether you believe it or not, men can start over and make it out.
But how many you see that don't? There's so many men that I seen that had homes, that had stuff.
Can I tell y'all something?
That are living with their mom.
Can I please get this inspirational speech real quick? I literally left with a 32-inch TV. I now have a whole studio, an office space, and I also have a home. I left
it sued.
That ain't nothing but God though. What if it took you to leave with just that to get to where you got now. So it just depends on the
Do you
person.
have to
how
pay
you look at it.
alimony?
I know.
There's people that have to pay alimony, and I ain't talking about rich people. I'm talking about people on our level.
Man,
There's
at
some
the end of the
people
day,
that have to
love
pay.
is
So
love
yeah,
and love hurts.
but
and
business is business.
love
But I
can
also
be a
think-
beautiful thing, and it can be a.
But business is business. So if you,
Pain,
that's
man.
like if you pass, right?
Let's get one more topic.
Hold on. I got one question before that. So just generically, if you pass, there's someone specifically that you want them funds to go to, right?
No, Mike. Listen, and me and my girl had these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
My kids and her. It's not her and my kids. It's my kids and her.
But
my kids getting 70, 60%. She's getting 40.
All right.
Period.
But what about the people that never get divorced and they be with somebody for 30 years and they never got divorced and they pass?
That's why love is a choice.
Please say that one more time.
Love is a choice. What I mean is, it's probably easy to be in love on your wedding day.
Hit play. All right, so sorry, I accidentally hit play. We're about to watch a video. Guy talks about love, what real love is. We'll be right back.
That's why love is a choice.
Please say that one more time.
Love is a choice. What I mean is, it's probably easy to be in love on your wedding day. It's probably easy to be in love on your first date. And it's probably easy to be in love when you're lying in bed with your partner. The comfort and the joy and the warmth and the security and the trust and the fun and the peace that person brings. Because it's warm and it's positive and it's comforting. It feels like a shared moment of peeling back the fucking mundanity and the banality of life, and you're experiencing some real visceral beauty. It's not so easy to be in love when someone's parent is dying of cancer, or someone's just been laid off from their job and they're unemployed and they run out of money, or someone's suffering a mental health crisis and they're not being very nice to you. It's not so easy to be in love anymore in those environments. So I guess what I mean when I say love is a choice, I think it's to promise to maintain that you love them, even when you don't feel like you like being around them or like their company. I think that's maybe the mature understanding of that I want to attain, because I think if you rely on the former, the love only being there when it's easy or when it's comforting or it feels like love, I don't know how sustainable that is.
All right, y'all. St. Patrick's Day. Let me turn this down. We was watching the clip. And I like what he said. He said, love is a choice. And he said, love, you're going to be with somebody on hard times. You're going to be with somebody when they're not that, you angry with them. A lot of people think in love is just something, and I'm being honest with you. I think that once I can say this, and I'm not just, like I said, I'm just happen to be in a relationship now, so I have to speak on it. I don't know. Can I say what you said off camera?
Oh, I'm in love.
Okay.
I love it. She on here right now. So I tell you what's up, baby.
He said he in love for real.
I love it. I'm in love.
All right, so
I will say it loud.
All right,
I'm in love too. I'm in love.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's baby.
Now go ahead.
I was about to say it like this, man. So when the woman I'm with now, I lost so many friends, so many family members, and I said to her today, I said, you're the first person that actually really loved me the right way to make me know what real love is. And not to get emotional, because I'm not emotional, but I'm saying she's the first person that loved me to where I finally understand what love is. And that's deep, bro. Like, because I've been around a lot of motherfuckers in my day. I'm very popular. She even said to me, we can't go nowhere without me knowing somebody. I know a lot of people.
Hey.
And I'm telling you, she's the first person that made me feel so much love.
Ain't it dope?
Yeah, it's dope. You don't listen, I naturally used to I don't give a fuck anymore. I naturally used to hunt for women. I naturally used to, listen, I'm in love, for sure. And it's because the person that I'm with gives me all the love that I need. I don't need it from no mama, no daddy, no cousins, no uncles, no
Is that
nothing.
the same type of love?
Yeah, it's different.
It's
types
different.
Of love.
It's different.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like she, and then they say, oh well, you marry your best friend, y'all can fall out of love, and then you just live with your best friend. I don't believe that. I believe that when you're genuinely loved properly, which, like I said, is a real thing, and you get out of that traumatic shit from just our culture in general of toxic behavior, and not I'm talking about like as men, not black.
But in being in love though, you can fall in and out of love with the person you with, but the love is gonna be there. Because think about it, like you might, like especially some years, you know what I'm saying? You might get to where, like, man, you know you love her, all that, and then y'all might be going through some, you know, stages that's a little rough.
Right.
Then it gets better. Then it gets back to the when you hear their name, you just start smiling and shit. You know, even now, my boys, they tease me now, and I love it. They know me. I'm a lover boy. No shame in my game. I love hard though. You know, I give the love that I receive. So, yeah, man, I say embrace it. You know, a lot of people want to, oh, I ain't loving nobody. Think about it. I feel like I'm going on subject.
And I want to touch on that after you finish. Go ahead and let
Then you have a lot of cats, oh man, I ain't falling in love with them. Yeah, and then them the same cats that's trying to kill the dude over the fact that he said hi to your girl and she smiled.
That's so can I speak, and I gotta speak openly and honestly, because it wouldn't be right if I didn't do it on this panel. I'm gonna speak for black men in our culture. We are not taught properly how to love. I deal with it all day long. Time out. I'm talking.
Hold on, say that again.
No, why would you say that?
Right, as black men, a lot of black men.
Well, not me.
We are not taught properly how to love. I can tell you one thing that I respected about you tonight on this panel before the show started. Your mom called. Boom. I don't know what type of love you and your mom have.
That's my OG.
Yeah, but listen. I
know you probably on here watching.
Yeah, I turned down the music. I respected your mom because, like, everybody has different type of love for different type of people. Frank talking to his mom, turn the music down. You good, bro? You understand what I'm saying? But now, there's also a space that I'm in where, like, respect is given, right? And if your mama did right by you, bro, I understand why you love her.
Exactly.
So I have to be like, he's on the phone with his mom, you know what I mean? But another cat that don't talk to their mom and their mom is traumatic to them, I might not turn down the music. Take your ass outside. You understand what I'm saying? So we as a culture, yes, I said
it can get better if you want it.
Well, hold on, all your homies, you know what I mean? My homeboys said the same shit. Man, this nigga sucking for love.
I have to respond to this.
I love it.
We as a culture normally respect, or I respect my mom. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I grew up in the era of crack. I grew up in the 80s, in the 90s. And so I respect my mom. Never disrespect my mom. Have I seen my siblings? That's on them. I'm not talking about your mama. I'm not talking about you talking about mom. I'm talking about love. And so I generally have a genuine love. And so
do you feel like you missed? Can I? Here goes.
Go ahead.
The LB show. Have you ever felt like you weren't loved properly? Please be honest. I'm trying to figure out because I'm gonna be honest. This is how I honestly truly felt, and I honestly been truly feeling this way since I was probably like 13. I honestly felt that people are people. And people going to do what they're going to do. All right,
I cannot control that.
That's not true.
That's
I never get up during the show, but my nose was running a little bit. I never get up during the show, but my nose was running a little bit.
That's the truth.
I want to have this conversation.
Go ahead.
Say that again one more time for me.
So, I have been believing since I was at least 13 that people going to do what they're going to do.
All right, so
give me an example. Go ahead.
I'm about to break it down. You're 100% right. But you're also going to be around a lot of people that have PTSD and a lot of trauma.
No, I don't have to be. I don't have to.
Can I please say this?
Go ahead.
Please.
But I don't have to be, though.
But no, when you were a kid, you did. So you're going to be around a lot of people.
That's so not. I'm gonna remember to say it. I always say this though, real quick. As kids, you forced to deal with your siblings and cousins, aunties. But when you become an adult, you don't have to deal.
But that's what I was about to say to him. I'm saying to him. So at the age you were, the tender age of 8, your mom, and this is no jab at your mom at all. Your mom told you go watch the back door while somebody answered the front door. Now let me explain this to you. There's going to be people in your life, especially as a child, Frank, because I agree with you, and this is where I'm going with this. there's going to be people in your life that have trauma, that have PTSD, that have mental illness, that is their job is to inflict pain on you. This is the fact. If you don't believe me,
but that's real though.
go watch Antoine Fisher,
and
he said, and listen, if you go watch Antoine Fisher, the lady came to the door, and then he came as a grown man that was a military graduate, and he got some psychological help from him. Yeah, and then the lady came.
Therapy is important.
And then the lady came to the door and said, "Ah, nigga," what she used to call him when she was abusing him. And he said, "You can't break me." And
that was his foster mom.
Yes,
still, though,
my point.
She still.
So I'm trying to explain to you, like, there's going to be people in your life, Leland, that will try to hurt you at every chance they get.
Okay.
And it can inflict trauma on you if you don't get around it. Okay?
All right. So now I'm gonna respond to that.
Okay.
So now, and I'm saying that to say, when I was 13, 14, around that age, when I decided that I will not go back over my grandma's house, my dad's mom, love y'all to death. My uncles and aunties, I love y'all to death. But I was sitting there, it was the 4th of July, I was trying to get to the crib, it's cars all in the driveway, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't get home, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, this ain't right. And I said, I'd never come back over here again in my life. And I was 14 years old. And I never went back over there. And the only time I went back over there, when my twins was born, and my kids was born, and then one time, but I love them to death. Love y'all. Grandma, love y'all to death.
So was that traumatic for you?
No. It taught me that I can control who's in my life. And so at that moment,
I couldn't at 8 though.
Hold on. Huh?
You couldn't at 8.
No, I couldn't. But what I could do is decide on what I take in and what I take out. And so, for example, I was 8. Hold on. So we refer back to when old boy fought the white dude off with the shirt with the knife.
Yeah, I remember that story.
And so there's a bunch of stuff that I can take in and digest and decide to eat.
So what about me? Can I speak on me?
And regurgitate.
Can I speak on me? All right. So today I had an argument with my kids' mom. My daughter wanted to go home after work. Right. Boom. Okay. You need to watch her. And I said, I'll let her do what she want to do. She's 13 years old. Right. She said, I said, Stick, you want to spend the night again? Because we got work in the morning. She said, no, I want to go home. Now I'm being chastised or criticized for taking her home because she does have the option to say, nah, Dad, I spent the night for 2 days. I want to go home. Now I'm being criticized, which will turn the trauma on my daughter. Let me tell you what happens when hurt people start to hurt people and then all of this bad anger comes the wrong way. So now I just had a conversation and I was like, she wanted to go home. So now, next time she wants to go home, she's the Leland in the driveway that your mama said you should have stayed over here. And then now you can't go home. So I'm trying to bring to my
gave her the choice.
Yeah, to go home, and she went home.
Mom was kind of like,
nah, she needed to stay with you. So that could be the situation that you don't even know about at 14 years old. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get to a space. Leland, you got to get to a space.
Hold on, time out. Well, I'm not talking about that situation. But dog, do you know that there are people that have started families at that age?
All right, so
do you
my
know that
dad and my mom was fighting
14 years? Do you know that in other countries that is the marriage age for the average woman is 13, 14 years old? That is a Western ideology that you're talking about.
My dad and my mom was fighting in the middle of the street one time. My mom had a fucking knife. My dad had a 2x4, right? I was a child. Boom. My mom went to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. Later on, my dad told me, I'm 40 years old when he tells me the story. And I'm like, wow. So you fucked up, basically. You were doing this, and this to my mom and made my mom go get a knife, and you grabbed a 2x4. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't really know the backstories behind a lot of
you're a child.
But it's still affecting those kids. It affected him.
But at what age?
It affected you.
Do you know that there's people that's married at 14, 15, 16 years old? Do you know that this
I don't
is only
agree
a
with it, though,
Western?
bro. I don't agree
Is
with
that
that,
because you have a Western ideology and you don't see it? But if you grew up in a culture that went on, you wouldn't agree with what went on here, where people wait until they 30 to get grown. You half dead. We only live to be 70. How can you be expected not to do nothing till you 30?
I'm trying to see 88.
Listen, I want to see 100.
I'm trying to see 90.
I want to see 100. But we are teaching our children they are not expected to do nothing until they 20, and then when they 20,
No, we just have the rights to do
time out.
anything. We just have the right to do it now. We have the means, the funds.
But when
you
you
see
20,
San
you
Francisco
live
talking about,
25%
you see
of
San
your
Francisco
life.
talking about giving black people
20
$5
years
million
old
in
and
reparations.
25%.
You understand how the world will
I meant to
change?
send you that too.
I got it
I
right
meant to send
now.
you that.
And the show is over. Hey guys. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians.
Everybody born in 75, you live 85% of your life. You better get to listening and
Shout out
learning
to
and
Mama
living.
Bear. I love you, baby.
Yeah, I see Mom comment.
OG.
Yeah, shout out to your baby. She commented, man, y'all dope, man. And I wish nothing but the best for y'all. 'Cause she's a dope woman. You a dope dude, man. Certain people just belong together, man. Listen, LB, I appreciate you, King, man. You like my shooter for real.
Man,
you my shooter. You come through and give some good dialogue. I appreciate you, man. 'Cause this one a classic, because you traumatized. We're going to get you therapy immediately. We're going to get LV therapy tomorrow.
Hey, listen, you can't be strong in today's society. You can't be strong. You have to somehow tell them, I'm vulnerable. But guess what? I'm not. I'm a universal leader. A universal
Listen, this is Smartest Dumb People. Frank, you want to give your panhandles? I don't know if Baby wants you to give your panhandles out, but
He said what?
finally, Frank. I said panhandles. It's your social media. Somebody might want to tell him, because what's the quote you said? Big by default? Big boy by default?
You know, I'm big by default. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
motherfucker might want to give him a little endorsement or something. You might want to give his panhandle
It is
out.
what it is. You know, I'm on Facebook, Franklin, you know.
Oh, okay. Close line?
No.
No, I was saying somebody might see him and be like, he might look nice rocking my shit.
Hit the inbox, yeah. 5X. It's a 5X.
Human trafficking now? Oh, no, man.
Listen,
Come on,
this
man.
Smartest people at the
Get
end.
out of here, man.
Y'all have a
Get
great
out
night.
of here, man.
Yo, at the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson, you know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is, it's the smartest dumb people.